Good evening. Welcome to Star Talk. I'm Ken Eccles, and we're happy to have you with us on the program tonight. It was what was it, 65 degrees yesterday, and the 60s today. Weird. But nice. I was able to use my driveway today for the first time in over 2 weeks, so that's a plus. But that's not why you don't want to hear that. We have a phone line that you can call. The number's up there. There's a number on your screen. You can also email us. That is keneckleslive@gmail.com is the email address. And we'd love to hear from you either way, by phone or by email. And we're about to hear from somebody by phone, it appears. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ken.
Well, good evening.
I'd like to say I've been listening to Charles' show today.
Mm-hmm.
People were interpreting what Bad Bunny was singing.
Oh, really? Well, there's some of that probably should not be interpreted in mixed company, some of it.
Well, like I really care what he was singing. I wasn't watching Bad Bunny.
I'll tell you the truth, I did not see either halftime shows. You have to sit there long enough to get through a 4.5-hour football game. I'm certainly not going to sit through halftime, so I didn't see either of them.
Well, I enjoyed it. I loved the dancers, the female dancers.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. You just want to specify that, I guess.
Yeah, that's all I was watching for. I heard what he was singing. Don't care. It didn't, life. Well, I'm waiting for the next Super Bowl, see who they put up there.
Well, I guess even though I didn't see either Super Bowl halftime show, my general view of that would be kind of the same as my general view of a lot of different things. If you don't like it, don't watch it. You had a choice. You could watch Bad Bunny, or you could watch Kid Rock and his show. And folks should have simply watched the one they wanted to watch and not watched the other one, would be my advice to people.
Yes. Oh, the truck, I think the Infinity. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Allergies are acting up. Let me see. Oh, yes. I think the truck race is tomorrow night, and the Infinity race is Friday, and Sunday is the Cup race.
Sunday is the Cup race, and the two qualifying races are on Thursday at Daytona.
Yeah, but I'm planning on watching both the truck race and the Infinity race.
Well, good. NASCAR will be pleased.
A loyal fan till the end.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what they need. I don't know if you met the true test of a loyal fan, though. I don't know if you went and sat at Bowman Gray Stadium in the cold rain and snow on Wednesday night. Did you do that?
No, sir. I was smart. I watched it at home.
Oh, it's okay. You're a loyal fan. You're not quite at the very top of the loyal fan heap, though. If you were not at Bowman Gray, so I wasn't there either.
Well, I wasn't going to go get sick like everybody probably is now, but since springtime's trying to jump in here, this is why I have my allergies right now.
Okay. Yep. Allergies are coming. No doubt about it.
Oh, well, it's like the end of a winter sickness for me. Like when winter begins, I get sick.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry you get sick every winter?
Well, before winter. My sinuses act up before winter and before summer. So I just take it like a man.
Well, that's all you can do. Take it like a man. Walk tall. Hang tough. Don't back down. And get through it.
Yeah. But soon I'm going to be in the sunshine all the time. No more winter. No more shivering in the cold.
In the Philippines.
Yeah, we talked last night for a good hour or two, and Well, we were discussing making better plans, what plans are going to go through, what are things ain't going to be done.
All right. Well, one needs to plan for things like that.
Oh yeah, we I'm not going to be working. I am not going to open anything because she says no.
Okay. Well, somebody has to be in charge, and
Oh,
pretty apparent who it's going to be in this case.
oh yeah, she's going to be in charge of anything. But when I retire after July, I'm going back to work for 3 days a week until the end of the year.
All right. And then you're on a plane.
Then I'm on a plane. I'm on a starship. I'll jump on a rocket. I'll strap in a rocket like Evil Knievel did, but better.
Is that the economy thing now? The economy ticket? They strap a rocket on you and you fly yourself across the Pacific?
Well, I prefer a private jet, or
We all?
yeah, I prefer a private 747 where I can kick back, relax, just sit in my boxers and t-shirt.
Well,
It's
I
fine.
don't want to picture that. So
No,
let's not get into that.
oh no, we're not because it wouldn't be too funny. It'll be well, whatever. But I'll still think about my friends. I will always love y'all, but I'm still here now to worry y'all.
Well, thank you, and thank you for calling.
Bye, sir.
Take care. Thanks a lot. Yep. That's the super economy flight to the Philippines. You put on a jetpack and they point you toward the Philippines and light the fuse. That's the cheapest way to travel across the Pacific. Phone line is open. There's the number. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How you doing tonight, Ken?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Everybody giving Bad Bunny a bad name.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, they're not, Bad Bunny is not everybody's cup of tea. If you don't like him, don't watch him.
Well, I agree with that, totally. But you got to admit that channel local news. I mean, what is it? Star News? Y'all started that mess. You know that.
We did? What did we do?
Well, y'all came out with a Christmas show one time with a Christmas movie, and it was all in Spanish. So did y'all not start that or what? It was
Well,
narrated by. It was
yeah,
narrated by Flathead Bunny. Remember?
yeah. If you're gonna mark that as the starting point, I guess we did have some responsibility for that. But you know what? That Christmas movie, for folks who remember, the movie was Santa Claus versus the Devil. It was produced in Mexico, and it turned out, once we got it, we found out that it was all in Spanish. There were no subtitles. But we decided to run it anyway because we are Star News and we dare to be different. So yeah, we did do that. When people mention that to me, and they do every now and then, the thing people most often mention is not the fact that it was in Spanish, but the fact that Santa had those. In the Santa's headquarters, he had these big lips. Remember the big lips? We never quite figured out exactly what the thing was with the lips, since whenever they talked about it, they spoke Spanish.
Yeah, that was a hoot, Ken. It was, no doubt. Yeah. Charles sounds like him and his girlfriend's getting pretty close. I'm just wondering if he's going to charter all the Ken Eccles Live audience Bojangles jet to get us over there to see the wedding. You think that'll happen?
Well, I think I would argue for that. I mean, I certainly think that we have some currency in this, as long as we've been hearing from Charles all about it. I think it's perfectly reasonable to imagine that he might provide for all of us to be at the wedding at no expense to any of us. I'm going to bring that up.
Please do. And, on the flight, I think we ought to get at least an 8 or a 12-piece free Bojangles lunch, too, don't you think?
Well, I don't know which airline we're talking. I think that there are some of the better airlines, the classier airlines like Emirates and some of those. I believe they exclusively serve Bojangles on their intercontinental flights.
Sure, we could get a free chicken nugget in there somehow, don't you think?
I don't know. There's no better way to fly.
Yeah,
You just
without a
eat the
doubt.
chicken and throw the bones out over the Pacific.
Yeah, I can see that, man. 30, 40,000 feet. I can see that happening. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Charles is a hoot. Man. He's a good guy. Yeah, he is. Mr. Draper asked the other night how my shoulder was. Well, it gets good and then it goes bad on me. Believe this or not. Now, I was opening a can of canned biscuits, and trust me, I didn't realize this till the other night when I did it. If they're a few days out of date, don't try opening them, because if you do, they explode in your
Really?
hand.
Do
Yes,
they?
sir. And when I did that, I was trying to pull it back with my right hand, and when I did, it exploded, and I just jerked my shoulder, subconsciously, and I mean, it just felt like I jerked it slam out of joint again. So,
I'm used to them. I'm used to them like popping when you open the can.
Uh-huh. Right.
But evidently, you're talking about something bigger than a pop.
Oh yeah, you think a cherry bomb went off in your hand, man? I had dough going everywhere. Yeah.
Well, I wonder
Yeah,
why
so-
that is. Is stuff fermenting in there and building up?
Evidently, but I'll always check the date, man, before I open one. But I mean, it actually scared me, Ken. And
Wow.
on another hand, I heard Mr. Draper talking about here a while back that he had a problem with his neighbors somewhere in the neighborhood over there burning trees and
Yeah.
smoking up his yard and everything. Why don't he just crank up that big old 400 horsepower paperweight he's got and blow that smoke in another direction and away from him?
I don't know. That's an idea. That thing would probably extinguish a fire. Either extinguish it or spread it.
He just start a forest fire, maybe. Yeah.
Well,
All right, kid. Uh-huh.
he needs to give that some thought.
Yeah. Yeah. You think Mother Nature's going to take out the Daytona 500? Do you think we'll get through that without rain?
I don't know, but I think it's a good thing they're not holding it at Bowman Gray Stadium.
No way, man. No way. I was watching it on TV the other night, Ken, and came down with a head cold. So, what does that tell you?
That was pretty bad weather when it gets you over TV. Thanks.
It is.
Thanks.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night. Yeah, don't think they'll ever move the 500 to Bowman Gray. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please. Hello? Caller? Caller? You're on the air. Caller? We may have to give up on this one. One more time. You're on the air, caller. No.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, there he is. Okay, you're on the air. Go ahead. Listen.
I want to be in the race pole.
Okay. How do you want us? What do you want us to call you? What's your name?
Hey, how you doing?
There he is.
Wild Turkey, 101.
Well, oh, I got an email from you. I've got your email. I got you on the list right now, Wild Turkey. So you're in.
Okay.
And hey, listen to me. Say, when you call, I think you're trying to listen to your television. When you call up, don't try to listen to your TV because it's delayed. Everything you say is
Okay.
going to be late coming out of the TV. So just listen to me on the phone when you call. That's the easy way.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
I got you down there.
Okay, now let me see. Your pick was, let me make sure I got your pick here.
420.
The 20. Yep, Wild Turkey 101 has the 20 for Daytona. Okay, it's in the book.
All right.
Well, thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. All right, there's a new one on the list this year, Wild Turkey 101. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I want to pick my pick on Daytona 500.
All right, early bird. Let me get your name down here. And who you
Yeah.
pick? Who's your pick?
Uh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna take Joey Logano.
22. Early bird takes the 22 for Daytona.
Yeah.
You know, you're the first one to take Logano. It's in the book.
Yeah, okay. You been doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Enjoying these last 2 days. I've been wondering how I was going to get my driveway shoveled out. It turned out Mother Nature did it for me today,
Did it
so I
for you.
appreciated that.
Could you get in and out at all?
Yeah, I can get in and out now. I got my
mean,
truck
but-
and my wife's car both up the driveway today.
But you couldn't get out earlier, though, could you? I mean, when
No,
it first goes.
it's been over 2
Yeah.
weeks since we could use that driveway because
Oh, okay.
it's steep and there are trees
Oh.
and the sun never hits. It's always in the
Oh,
shade, so
yeah.
it took forever
Yeah,
for it
that's
to
ice.
melt.
Yep. Yeah, that's ice right there.
Oh, it was bad.
Okay. You ain't heard no more about that Gunther woman, have you?
Oh, the lady? No, I haven't. I know they've got some video that they think might be somebody who was involved in it. But as far as I know, there hasn't been any break in the case, at least none that they've talked about.
Well, that's a guy that's going to he's going to retire. Is he going to send you some pictures from Puerto Rico?
Well, he's going to the Philippines.
He
Oh,
going
yeah.
to send you some pictures?
I'm sure he
Right
will send
on.
us pictures. I'm sure he will
Right.
when he gets there.
Well, you going to put them on TV where we can see them?
Yeah, I'll figure out a way to do that. We're always trying to figure out how stuff works here. I will definitely show you pictures from the Philippines when we get him. Of course, he's not going until the end of the year.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe I'll get to see them.
So, well, I'll get him on the air.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, Ken.
Well, thanks for calling.
Bye.
Good to hear from
Yeah.
you. So early bird takes the 22. We have some more to add here. Let's see. Wild Turkey 101 has taken the 20. And if I can get my hands on the right mouse, which I have, let's see. Nature Boy. This is the Nature Boy. Woo! He says, when is the latest we have to get the pick in? Well, I'd like to have it tonight, but if you want to email it to me, a Nature Boy email, so you can do it by email. Email it to me by Friday. Let's get them all in by Friday. So if you want to think it over for another couple of days, when you're ready, just send me an email at this same address on Friday, and I will get you on the list that way. Hey, Ken, this is Jack. Put me down for the number 12, Ryan Blaney. Thanks, Ken. And oh, by the way, who's your pick? Oh, they keep asking me that. Well, first, let's put Jack down here. Jack has the 12, Ryan Blaney. And let's see, Nature Boy hasn't made a final decision yet. as for who my pick is, you know, if I was going to pick somebody, and I guess I am, of course, I'm not eligible to win. So I don't have an advantage here. My pick will be, oh, wait, let's see who's on the phone. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, it's Mark from Mid-End.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I was going to get you to remind people about the stew. The Boy Scouts got a stew on the 21st. What happened to the one in Pine House? They still got one coming up, or they had it?
They had theirs on the 7th, is my understanding. As far as those two you're talking about, I got that information. I have that information right here. All I have to do is scroll up to it on my computer. And here it is. Mayodan Boy Scouts on February 21st. The phone number to call is 336-949-4248. And then on March 14th, the Pine Hall Ruritans, on March 14th, 336-409-8501.
Yeah. How many more new people you got doing the race pool thing?
Well, new people, let's see. We got Wild Turkey 101. We got Nature Boy. We've got The Avenger has come back after a 1-year absence. So right offhand, that's 3 new ones that I have in front of me. There might be another one I'm forgetting about. But we definitely got those new ones.
Yeah. We encourage other people to get into it if they want to get into it.
Well, good. And encourage everybody. Appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks for calling, Mark. Good to hear from you. Let's see. So I got 2 mouses here, 2 mice, some people say, and I keep grabbing the wrong one. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Ken. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Did you get the emails and stuff I sent you?
Yeah, I got a list of emails from with links to follow, and I will go to those links.
They're for Facebook. I wanted you to take a look at that, and I'm gonna right here. The Blue Bunny, whatever. So your panties get wet, get horny and versatile, more slutty than Betty Boop.
Okay.
Then one who got horny, Mammy, was you.
All right. Well,
Stay killing with you.
why don't
P with D, P with A, P with D, with A.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
push
Okay.
it in.
Hey. Ho,
Yeah.
ho. We're going to acknowledge what I think people understand is that Bad Bunny is not a G-rated act. But I don't want to go quoting specific lyrics here. Let's not do that.
I was through when I finished that just then. And why do you not want the people that think he got a bad rap to understand why? Why do you not want the people to understand the words he was saying?
Because
to
there are
us
folks
at an NFL Super Bowl,
all right,
at an NFL American Super Bowl.
There are a lot of people who do not want to hear that sort of language on the air. There are folks who have kids watching with them, and they don't want to hear the language on the air. As I said,
I didn't say
we
a bad
understand,
word.
and I think everybody understands, and I do not deny. I'm going to have to I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pot him down just a second. We understand that Bad Bunny uses that sorts of language, whether it's in English or in Spanish. He does. I don't think anybody doubts that or denies it. But we are not going to, and this is just the way it is, we are not going to recite those lyrics on the air here. We're not going to do it. Okay?
I understand. Why didn't you make that perfectly clear before I did?
Well,
You know,
I was
I mean, you could
trying
have said
to,
that
but I don't think you
yesterday
could hear me.
or day before yesterday when people have been mentioning it. You could have said that, you know. I was just simply telling the people what he was saying
Well,
about
I think
American people.
you're the first one I think has really tried to do a recitation of his lyrics.
Well, I have the word. Nobody else has the ability to look this stuff up, evidently. Even you.
Okay. I don't want to look it up. I have no
Well,
interest in
I
looking
do
it up.
because I want to know. I want to know what the man said in our NFL stadium where nobody applauded and clapped for him. It was all
Okay,
put on speaker.
we understand that. You have, I think you've made your
It was a
point very
disgrace
well.
to America, Ken. It was a slap in America's face, Ken.
Well, fine.
You know who put that on? The NFL and Jay-Z.
Right, the
NFL and Jay-Z.
Commissioner Roger
you know who Bad
Goodell,
Bunny?
that was their decision.
Bad Bunny entertained Maduro in Venezuela. He is owned by the second man under Maduro in Venezuela and was sent here by way of Jay-Z. No, that's not a conspiracy. That's facts. You know, it's proven facts.
Okay.
So that was to represent what America wants. What they want to do, the world to America, is destroy democracy. That was his purpose for being there at the
All right.
NFL show.
Okay.
Now these are facts, Ken. I mean, all people got to do is look them up. I mean, you know, anything I say, they can laugh at, they can go. I don't really care because I know the facts and they don't. You know. It's just it in a nutshell. I'm sorry I said that. I didn't know it would. I was just trying. People wanted to know. They don't know what he said out there. I was just telling the people. People need to know.
All right. I
You have a
understand.
good night.
Well,
Have a
thank you.
good night.
Thanks for calling. Let's see. Oh, missed on that one. Phone line is open. There's a number up there. The email address is keneckleslive@gmail.com, and we'd love to hear from you either by phone or by email. Emailer over here says, Ken, is daylight saving time all over the world, or is it just in the United States? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening to you, Ken.
Good evening.
Got a question for you.
What is it?
Can you tell me the words to Louie Louie?
Does anybody know the words to Louie Louie?
Can we talk about it?
I read the Louie Louie lyrics once. I remember when the thing was out, everybody was talking about it and how it had all kinds of dirty words and obscenities in it. But when I read the lyrics, I didn't see any.
Yeah. If you want to go back through the list of profanity in music, I don't think we have any right to throw any stones at foreign languages, do we?
Well, you know, we've all. I mean, honestly, there are lots of people who put dirty words in music in English and in Spanish, and maybe in Tagalog. I don't know if there are any in Tagalog or not. But there are lots of offensive words in music in lots of different languages. But I don't think there were any in Louie Louie.
Well, because nobody could understand the words in
You
Louie
had no
Louie.
idea what they were saying.
But anyway, you kind of get my drift that, you know, all right, so this is in the Spanish language. Well, come on, you know, if you listen to the Rolling Stones or, you know, pick your favorite band, and they use the same language, for goodness sakes. Let's not get all wrapped up in that other than it's politics again. And, you know, I could easily say that President Trump is an embarrassment to America and be absolutely serious in my feelings about that. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just music, for goodness sakes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is just music. But, you know, music is, it is and it isn't. Music isn't just music to everybody. I mean, to some people it is. To some people, music is their expression of their worldview. I know folks who actually consider the music they identify with, even though they don't make the music, they consider it to be their statement about who they are and what they want to do in the world. Different people have different attitudes about music.
It's fascinating when you stop and look at it from that standpoint.
But listen, when I was in college, I knew a guy who said that he could walk into somebody, even a stranger, even if he didn't know the person. He said, I can walk into somebody's place and look at their record collection. And after I look at their record collection, I can tell you what their IQ is. Now, of course, that's nonsense, absolute nonsense. But you know, some people think music is that important.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with IQ level at all.
I don't think so. No.
I will admit that you know what I might be listening to. You can tell what kind of mood I'm in. But
yeah, I would go along with that, certainly.
See, you might not want to be around me right now.
Well, I think anybody who is in a particular mood that they're digging out the AC/DC maybe should be given a wide berth.
Exactly. Yeah. You were in radio. Did you do music in radio?
I did music radio for a long time.
All right, and in those days that you probably worked with a prescribed playlist. What type of music were you playing?
Name it. I did country. I did what they used to call adult contemporary. I don't think they call it that anymore, which was basically like moderate pop. I did rock and roll. I did I never did classical. But I did lots of different kinds of music and lots of different kinds of playlists, and I got sick of each and every record because when you've got, when you've got, depending on where you are, in some cases as few as 24 or 28 records that you play over and over again, you're gonna hate them all.
I had was the sign-on guy for the local AM station back in the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, this was one that powered down at night, and powered back up again in the morning. Yeah, and I would go hang out with him sometimes in the mornings because it kind of fascinated me what he was doing. He literally was a one-man show. He told me one Saturday morning, he said, "I've got a new album to play this morning." Really? Okay, cool. He had managed to lay his hands on a brand new copy of the new Rolling Stones album in 1968 called Beggar's
Banquet, yeah.
It was going well until it got to a certain cut, at which point in time the telephones lit up. There was nobody there to answer them. We could see the lights going on.
Hmm.
When it got to the cut of regarding the devil.
Yep, that one.
Suddenly the telephones lit up when he played Sympathy for the Devil to the local farmers working in the dairy barn.
And you know what's just amazing to me is that song was about as controversial as it gets in 1968. And now you hear it everywhere. Everywhere. Nobody remarks on it at all.
It's nobody pays attention to it, do they?
Nope. Things have changed. Times have changed.
Good evening.
Thanks for calling. Good to hear from you. Daylight saving time. Email it as daylight saving time worldwide. It's not a worldwide thing. Daylight saving time is in, I don't know how many countries, but it's not in all countries. There are lots of countries in the world who do not observe daylight saving time. But since you brought it up, I hadn't really thought about daylight saving time lately. We may as well mark our calendars now because March the 8th, Sunday, March 8th, is when we go back to daylight saving time. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Ken,
Yes.
look, they qualify for the position tonight, run the 2 races tomorrow night for this particular race.
For the
This
Daytona
particular
500
race.
is qualifying
Yeah.
tonight?
For the 2 pole positions.
For the qualifying, 2 qualifying races tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But they run for the pole positions, just
Yeah.
the top 2 pole positions.
Right.
That's tonight, isn't it?
I'll take
Fox,
your word.
Fox,
I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be on FS1, so people can watch. They do that, and then the other one, 2 races tomorrow.
Yeah, they fill out
2
the field
halves.
tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 halves.
No,
And so
yeah, tomorrow they fill out the field.
Yeah, so they finish qualifying tomorrow. But anyway, just get up, and nobody's taken 24. Give me that.
Nobody's taken. You're right. Nobody has taken the 24.
Yeah, so just allow.
Okay, well, so we've heard from everybody now except well, we got one. Nature Boy, one of the new guys, is the only one who doesn't have a number down in the book here. So pretty much everybody's in now.
Yeah. Okay. I heard people complain about the language and all like that the show was done in a different language. But when our singers, like Kid Rock, Britney Spears, they all go overseas on the world tour and all, they speak, most of them, 99% of them, speak in English in countries that some people don't translate. Am I not right?
I guess. I know. I don't think. I'm sure they don't learn the language in every country they go to.
Yeah, because and they have sellout shows and all like that because people enjoy the music. They go and enjoy the music and the dancing, and so they don't have to. Don't have to be in their particular home. They're not offended when they pay money over there for entertainment. Some of them don't understand a word they say it.
Well, that's true.
Overseas,
but there is, though. I mean, you would agree. I think there's a difference between doing that in a place where people buy a ticket and come in to hear it, and in doing it on national TV where people might hear it and not know that it's coming. Those are kind of different situations, aren't they?
Well, let me give you an example, Ken. One of the most entertaining nights I had was at an opera.
Okay.
Didn't understand the word he said or heard. Have you been to an opera?
Did anybody get stabbed?
Well, that's 2 things that usually go on at those events, isn't it?
Somebody gets stabbed, usually.
No, but don't they sing in different languages?
Well, sure, of course they do.
Yeah. So we can be picky and all like that. And another thing, what was pointed out tonight, what he said tonight was not offensive to me. What I heard on the Axio bus, because a container shouldn't be on the same level as the president of a country. And what that president said about grabbing women and going in little girl dressing room while they were dressing, that was more offensive to to me and entertainers what entertainers said.
Okay.
Shouldn't they be placed? Shouldn't our government officials be on a higher level than some of these people out here entertaining and dancing and singing?
Well, I guess you can certainly make that argument.
All right, and the last thing that I want to say too is that what I mentioned was Kid Rock's and the words he said. I did not hear nothing, even after you cut him off. I didn't hear nothing included in those lyrics about underage girls. Okay?
Well,
all right. Okay, so just want to point out the difference, because sometimes some people can get in a spin zone and they figure that nobody has no education but them. But I'll compare anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you for calling. Let's not have an ongoing back and forth over this. I think we all understand, and we all have our own opinions and our own view as to what is appropriate in what place, under what circumstance, and not everybody's ever going to agree on all that. So, hello, caller, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, I hate to call back in, but I was going to remind Charles McDaniel that Matt Singer comes on tonight at 8 p.m. and then don't forget to vote tomorrow.
All right, well, thanks, Mark. Thanks for calling. Mass Singer tonight at 8, and you can vote tomorrow. Early voting for the March 3rd primary begins tomorrow. In Rockingham County, you can vote at the County Board of Elections. One other thing that we might ought to mention, the North Carolina State Board of Elections has sent out 241,000, I believe it is, 241,000 letters to registered voters in North Carolina who have some sort of mismatch between their information on record in one place and their information on record in another place. And, you know, this kind of stuff happens, but they're looking at it very closely right now. So watch your mail carefully. If you are one of those registered voters who has an information mismatch at the State Board of Elections, you should be getting one of those letters. In the next couple of days, it's an opportunity for you to set that information straight. So don't miss that if it comes to your mailbox. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken. How you doing? This is Ralph.
Hey, Ralph.
Look, I qualified because they told them for the poll.
Right.
They qualified tonight at 8 o'clock. And from my understanding, and 22 is already there.
Yeah. And then they'll fill out the field in those two races tomorrow.
Right. One of them will probably water running the other one, and that's it.
Okay. 8 o'clock tonight. So that's in like 10 minutes from now. Well, thank you, Ralph.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. The poll sitters, front row, will be decided in qualifying starting at 8 o'clock tonight at Daytona, then the rest of the field in the two races tomorrow. And here's what we have. Picks so far. Charles has the 1, Ralph has the 9, Pretty Man the 1, Avenger has the 5, Lady in Black has the 12, Captain Midnight the 11, Mr. NASCAR the 77, Leon has the 3, Mr. Pelham has the 8, Mark the 5, Citizen D the 11, Mr. Draper has the 5, Mr. Leaksville has the 5, Wild Turkey 101 has the 20. Early Bird, the 22. Jack has the 12. And the Liberal has the 24. And that's what is in the book so far. Oh, somebody asked me if all the numbers are the same this year. You know, sometimes guys change numbers from time to time. Most are the same. Probably the most, the change that might affect most folks is Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe is the number 19 this season. As far as everybody else is more or less the same. There might be one or two other changes that I didn't hear about. There's a lot I don't hear about. But the most obvious and significant change is Chase Briscoe has gone to the 19. So there's that. And hang on, we have an email arriving over here. So let me get back to my email thing. Well, why don't I get back to my email thing on this screen? It'll be easier. I'll get there, folks. There's no rush. No rush. Emailer says, Ken, is it supposed to be warm like this going on now until summer? No, I don't think so. Well, not like, it's been in the 60s these couple of days, of course. But no, folks, it's still the middle of February. So there will be other days when it is not in the 60s. It's not summer yet. But we're getting close, not all that far away. These 2 days have been nice. There is essentially no snow at all left on my yard now. There's still some in my driveway, but not so much that I can't use my driveway. So nature has pretty much taken care of the whole thing. Thank you very much, nature. This email says, Ken, if you cannot use your driveway, where in the world do you put your car? Because you are not able to park on the street in front of your house, I don't think. No, I'm not. I cannot park on the street in front of my house. I mean, I can park on the street in front of my house. My car might not be there when I go back to get it. No, we can't use the driveway. We are fortunate enough to have right around the corner there is a Fair Funeral Home. And for folks who in bad weather, which doesn't happen all that often, but when it does happen, for folks who can't park on their property in bad weather, they allow a few people to use a few parking spaces over there at the funeral home for the duration of bad weather. And that's what we did this time. And thank goodness for that, because we would have been I don't know where. I honestly don't know where we would have parked. Other than that, maybe we'd driven up to Washington Street and put money in a meter. There's still meters on Washington Street. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I would have parked without that the kindness of the funeral home. So good for that. I'm going to check my clock here because I will run out of time if I don't pay attention. This emailer said, Ken, you told that guy that you did music radio for a long time. I thought you just did news radio. So where did you do music? Where did I do music? Mostly in Greensboro, and some in Charlottesville, Virginia, and who can even remember? When radio guys get old, they don't even know where they've been. There's been a lot of different places, a lot of different formats. a lot of different names, a lot of different times where I had to take an index card and write my current name on it and tape it onto the mic. So when I would open up the mic and talk, I would have right in front of me, I'd have a card with my current name on there to make sure that I would always get that right. But you know, after several decades of that, it all kind of runs together, and certainly it has in this case. Well, oops, another email. So I'm going to have just enough emails to fill the time. Hello, Ken. Is it too late now to get in on the race thing? No, it is not too late. If you still want to get in, then send me another email with the name you want to be identified by. Use your real name if you want to, or use a phony name. Pretend you're in radio. Just make up a name if you want to do that. Just email that back to me and then give me your pick. And every week, email me who you want to pick in the race, or call me and tell me, whichever way works best for you. And it's not too late. Segment 1 will go through. I actually have all this written down on a schedule this year, so I'll know. Better off than next year. Segment 1 will go through the race before the first Martinsville race, which is Darlington on March 22nd. So the first segment is a short one, and then we'll start the second segment with the first Martinsville race, and the winner of the first segment will get tickets for Martinsville, for those of you who wonder. I'd like to tell you we're giving away cash prizes this year. I'd like to tell you that, but I won't, because we're not. But you do get some nice race tickets, and who knows, you might even get, if you really get lucky, you might even get a popcorn pass to Hollywood Cinema at some point. If not, actual tickets to Hollywood Cinema. So it's all worthwhile. And that's all the time we have for Star Talk tonight. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I hope you'll join us next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Eccles.